Hey Moira, this is your brother. Please pardon the dust. I'm in the process of cleaning the kitchen. I'm cleaning the grime and gunk that Mom left after she neglected it for so many years. Yet another task that you, Mom, the Greek mob, and the corrupt members of the Newton PD have coerced me into performing over the last, I don't know, 10 years. This is called extortion, Moira. Extortion of my inheritance, extorting me out of my inheritance, and extorting me out of labor. Anyways, um, see, you and Mom laid into me in 2015 with death threats and some fraud and some mind games. And I started to figure out that it was bullshit. Sometime around the end of 2016, I think it was. The Amazon account for the order of this item will show when. See, this was about 10 years ago now, 9 or 10 years ago now. I started to figure out that your entire campaign, you and Mom and whoever else was bothering me, that you were full of shit. So I ordered this online. Within about 4 or 5 months of me ordering this, I had been kidnapped by the Newton PD under color of authority of a psych hold and locked up at the St. Elizabeth's Medical Center inpatient psych unit for I think it was 14 to 17 days. I think it might have been 17 days. Now, this is sort of I can work out a timeline by subpoenaing Dad's Amazon account, which has now been abandoned with Amazon when I ordered this item on Amazon. Here's how it works.
What a crock of bullshit. If bullshit were money, you'd be a millionaire. Step right up and get your bullshit here. Now that was grade A bullshit. If it gets any deeper in here, I'll need a ladder to climb out. Bullshit alert. Bullshit alert. Everybody.
So you see how it works, Moira. So here's the point. I ordered this. I started to figure it out whatever was going on, that you and Mom were full of crap, and I was going to get back to my life. And then within a certain number of months, it was the following summer, the Newton PD kidnapped me based upon lies told by you and Mom, and Mom forcing Dad to confront me in some way, and me shoving Dad in self-defense. I was kidnapped by the Newton police under color of authority of a psych hold, put in St. Elizabeth's Medical Center, a locked psych unit, and then wrongfully charged with assault and battery over the age of 60, which was eventually dismissed in district court, Newton District Court. I got a year of pretrial probation, and Arthur Kelly, Esquire, did a plea conference with me where, with a third party present, that's Mom, Arthur Kelly did a plea conference with me. It was the only sit-down meeting I had with Arthur Kelly, the defense attorney, and with Mom present, the person extorting me, by the way. The person who told the lies to the Newton PD to extort me was Mom, and Mom was in the plea conference with me, and Mom paid his bill. Like $10,000. I don't know how much it was, somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000. And at that plea conference, Arthur Kelly threatened me with imprisonment at the Bill Ricca House of Correction if anything like this ever happened again. Oh, and whenever the Newton PD, it was probably however many months before, when the Newton PD had kidnapped me under color of authority of a psychiatric hold that resulted in those improper, false, or wrongful criminal charges. A female police sergeant of the Newton PD threatened me with death. Specifically, I said, I'm a whistleblower like Adrian Schoolcraft. Do you know what they did to him? They took him away with a psych hold, wrongfully. And I saw that was what was about to happen to me. So I said, this is a lot like what happened to Adrian Schoolcraft. And I said to the Newton police sergeant, I was seated, I was handcuffed, I had a police officer on either side of me, and she was a female Newton police sergeant looming over me. And I said, I'm just like Adrian Schoolcraft. Do you know what they did to him? With a shit-eating grin on her face and a raised voice, or a shout, I don't know, very loudly, with her right hand on her service weapon, standing over a cuffed, seated, compliant person. She said, "They shot him! Ha ha!" I considered that a death threat, given that her right hand was on her service weapon and that she was smiling. And she said, and I compared myself to Adrian Schoolcraft, and that she said they shot him. I considered that a very credible death threat from a sworn Newton police officer. So Moira, 10 years have gone by, and this is still bullshit. It's a little old. It's not working as well anymore. But Moira, this is all bullshit. Everything that's happened in this family, including Dad's probable homicide, it's all bullshit. And here's the thing. Right, if you and Mom get indicted for homicide, intentional homicide, that female Newton police sergeant, she's an accessory before the fact to homicide. If it gets indicted the right way. If it gets indicted the right way. That female Newton police sergeant, she's an accessory before the fact to homicide. If it can be proven that me being dragged away was to isolate Dad so bad things could be done to him. And that's what happened in the end, Moira. You and Mom isolated me from Dad. And then he died. And of course, me being kidnapped under color of authority of a psych hold was a way back in 2017 of isolating Dad. You understand me, Moira? That Newton police sergeant may be, first of all, what she did was illegal and she should have her badge taken away and her pension taken away. I'm a lawyer and a former prosecutor. I'm certain of that. That Newton police sergeant, given that the Greek mob is involved in this, that I finally figured out the Greek mob was behind a lot of this, that Newton police sergeant, and given that the Newton police do whatever the Greek mob wants, that Newton police sergeant, if isolating me from Dad was in furtherance of murdering him in a conspiracy to commit murder, if that turns out to be true, well, I know that's true, but if that turns out to be the way a prosecutor in federal state court charges this, that Newton police sergeant will turn out to be, in court, an accessory before the fact to murder. Because in order to murder Dad, you had to isolate him from me first. And that Newton police sergeant, through a death threat and kidnapping me under color of authority of a psych hold, isolated Dad from me. That's accessory before the fact, Moira. You have a nice day, Moira. Please tell your co-conspirators at the Newton PD that I said hello. Not working anymore. Oh, well, it's still bullshit. Bye, Moira. Please take care of Liam. He's a good kid. It's in your interest to take care of Liam. Bye-bye.